Well, if you cast our mind back a few weeks to the Newcastle meeting staged on the Friday the 6th of September, and race 2 being abandoned after a very bad fall just after the winning post the first time involving Zara Firzpatrick. Well, I'm pleased to say Zara's up and about once again, and she joins me now. Well, Zara, good to see you back at the track. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel a lot better, Nick. I was a bit sore for a few days after, but yeah, I've had about 2 weeks to recover from it, and yeah, I feel a lot better.
The severe concussion, how's that progressed?
Yeah, well, for a few days after, I was just a bit confused and wasn't really sure what was happening and going on, but yeah, I just was a little bit dizzy and had a few headaches, but yeah, it's a lot better now, and yeah, I've had enough time to get over it.
Now, you've passed your concussion test with Harness Racing New South Wales, and you're driving here on Tuesday, which is great to see. Driving for Mum Lisa with Malibu. Can you return on a winning note?
Oh, I hope so. It'll be good. Yeah, I think she's got a good chance. She's first up from a break, but she'll probably need the run. But yeah, she trialled good the other day, or the other week, sorry. And yeah, I think she's got a good each-way chance.
Zara, just to explain to the people watching as far as the concussion test is concerned, now you did this test at the start of the year?
Yeah, I had to do it to get my race licence, and yeah, I think I've done it before that as well to get my stable hand licence. So yeah, I've done it a couple of times now.
So when you went back to do the concussion test once again after you've had this nasty fall, they asked you the same questions and the answers have got to marry up to what you did before?
Yeah, well, it's sort of like they give you the same thing. It's like a deck of cards, and you sort of have to remember if you've seen it. And yeah, there's a few sections to that. But yeah, I think the doctor said I got a better result than my one I'd done earlier in the year, so might have knocked a bit of sense into me.
So let's turn our attention back to that night, the 6th of September, race 2, and you've had the fall, and they say within a split second of you hitting the ground, Robbie Morris had pulled up his drive and had you cradled in his arms, and you were in a very distressed way. Yeah,
well, because I can't actually remember everything what was happening because of the concussion, but yeah, I do know that Robbie was very good. He pulled up straight away to see if I was all right, and he stayed there. Well, I think we were there for a while, waiting to go to hospital. So, no, big thank you to him, and yeah, I'm really appreciative of what he done.
Yeah, I think the time that expired was 45 minutes before that you were on the track, and Robbie said he just couldn't bear watching you in agony and you yelling out that you were paralysed. You had no feeling.
Yeah, well, apparently I was saying that, yeah. I didn't know I was at the time, but yeah, my legs were, well, I think my leg was stuck in the dust sheet, I think, or something like that. So I think that's why I was a bit I think I was more in shock as well because it was my first fall, and yeah, obviously it wasn't not a good fall, and yeah, I think it was more my concussion doing it, but yeah, I didn't have any broken bones or anything, so I was very lucky.
You certainly were. Also, rushing to your aid was Joe Rando, and Joe had the unfortunate task of ringing your dad, who was driving at Geelong on the night, and he's talking to your dad and you were crying and calling out, and then of course your mum Lisa. Darren Elder rushed to your scene, so there was plenty of people there on the scene straight away.
Yeah, it was great of all of them to do that. Yeah, I owe a big thank you to everyone who helped, and I'm very appreciative of what they've done for me, and yeah, I really appreciate it. And yeah, poor Daddy was in another state, and yeah, I mean, for the Vic Bred Heats, and I think he even hopped off his drive. Well, because yeah, of everything what was happening, and he had to drive home that night, and yeah, poor Mum as well. She was at home, and because it was at Newcastle, 3 hours away from where we live, and yeah, I feel bad for Mum. She had to drive 3 hours up to stay with me all night. So yeah, thanks Mum, but yeah, sorry for that.
Now, you were lucky in one sense that you did have a family member there. Uncle Cam was there, and he was telling me that he was in the stabling area at the time, and the Olympics had just finished, and from all reports Cam would have won the 400 metres, just hands down. He got there so quickly.
Oh, did he? Yeah. Yeah, Cameron, lucky. At least I actually had one family member there. Yeah, he was. Unfortunately, it had to be him. But yeah, yeah, very thankful to him as well. I feel bad for him. He had to hop off all his drives, and yeah, and I think he even missed out on a winner for me. So I owe him a winner, and yeah, big thank you to him for staying with me in hospital.
Yeah, I think he was exactly where he wanted to be. Zara, we've also got to mention, apart from you ending up in the emergency ward at John Hunter, and they looked after you superbly there, as did the medics on course, so they did a marvellous job, as they always do. But the clerk of the course, Mr Arthur Roberts, coming to your aid, had a fall from his horse and ended up with 8 broken ribs, so big cheerio to Arthur. We hope you're on the road to recovery and you'll be back in the saddle sooner than later. But the other interesting point, which you didn't realise, Josh Gallagher jumps on the clerk of the course's horse, chases after yours, and we found out later that Josh didn't know he could ride a horse.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I saw a video of it. I think someone must have videoed. Yeah, and it was, yeah, he was good. He was, I think he caught the horse as well. So no, he done a very good job, and yeah, big thanks to Josh for doing that as well. Yeah, he helped out a lot.
The interview I did with Cam following the fall, we had an outpouring of love and support and well wishes for you. You must be delighted by the fact that you've touched so many, and even to the point tonight you've been so warmly welcomed back into the stables, to the point where Joe Rando came running over just to give you a big hug.
Yeah, it's great to see how many good people there are in the game, and yeah, I'm very appreciative to all the messages and calls and yeah, everything I got from heaps of people. Yeah, I appreciate them all, and a big thank you to everyone, and yeah, I'm very grateful.
Well, we're all grateful that you're up and about once again. A little bit sick and sorry after the fall, but a few weeks later you're back ready to go again. So good luck on Tuesday with Malibu. Zara, it's great to see you up and about, and as everyone in the barn has been saying, you're a sight for sore eyes being back here tonight.
Thanks Mick, I appreciate it.